I think I'm going to go and tell you a story about Novak Djokovic.
Oh.
And it's so bad, this. And I only remembered this recently, and it is mortifying. Because I'd only recently got into tennis over like the past few years.
Right.
So now I know who Novak Djokovic is.
Yeah.
But years ago, I went to do T4 from the Harry Potter red carpet. So we went down to the red carpet and we were doing links for T4 from Harry Potter 5 or something.
Yeah.
Now, when I went to go and see the film, I did fall asleep in the film. And I thought, do you know what? I don't need to know the ins and outs of the Harry Potter movie. I'm just doing a few links and like interviewing Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
I know he is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was on the red carpet doing interviews, and I knew that we were going to be interviewing the stars of Harry Potter. You know, they've all got like mad names. I'd never really got into Harry Potter. Like they go to like Gryffindor, and there's like Dumbledore or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I never really got into it, so I don't
you're
really
not
know
a
the
Harry
names.
Potter fan.
Yeah.
You're not a pothead.
I'm not a pothead.
No.
And so, like, I don't really know the names. So in my ear, they were like, everyone was getting really excited. All the producers like, oh my God, it's Boodaboo or whoever. I was like, oh yeah, great. I'll interview them.
Yeah.
And then they said, oh my God, Djokovic. So I was like, oh, okay. So I interviewed Djokovic on the red carpet, thinking that he was a character in Harry Potter. Professor Djokovic. Because that sounds like a Harry Potter name, Djokovic.
The PE teacher.
So I was just like, how was the movie? And he was like, I've not seen it yet. I was like, you've not seen it? And then afterwards, they were like, he's a tennis player. I was like, oh, right. And they're like, not in the film.
No.
Yeah. And that now...
You thought it was the actor that played Screech from Saved by the Bell playing a teacher called Djokovic in the Harry Potter films.
Yeah. Very Screech, actually.
He does,
very Screech.
It's like a roided up Screech. That's the look.
Yeah, so that now is mortifying. At the time, I was like, whatever, I'm 24, who cares? Now I'm like, oh my God, so embarrassing.
You got someone in your ear going, so they're telling me that you, in the movie, there was some famous Quidditch match that you had against Professor Nadal. Can you tell me more about that?
Then all my producers were like, are you stupid? You don't know who that is? I was like, I fell asleep in the film. They're like, he's not in the film. I was like, well, why is he here? So bad.
That is not
really
great.
bad. Now that's made me hot.